Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode number 14 of this Rams franchise. Now, we were going to play the game against Arizona, but I thought there's a more appealing game coming up after them. So we didn't play the Arizona game, which we ended up losing 21-20. Not much to really talk about. Hopkins had a bit of a bum game, much like the Cowboys. Only 155 passing yards, no touchdowns. Still no interceptions though. He's yet to be intercepted on a rookie through 4 games, which is very nice. However, Wiggins, he showed up again. 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. After 4 games, he's on 555 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. This guy is leading the MVP charge, hopefully. He also had a 96-yarder run. So if you get rid of that, it doesn't look as impressive, but still, what a day by Emmanuel Wiggins. But let's get on to who we're actually facing today. We are facing elite quarterback Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Obviously, it's a bit of a derby, LA Chargers, LA Rams. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see who the Chargers have. So, obviously, still Justin Herbert, an amazing QB, someone who could potentially dice up our secondary with his 98 throw power. Yeah, what a quarterback. Running back, they still have Austin Eckler. He's a little bit old now, though, 31, 82 rated. Still going to be their lead guy, but this is probably going to be his last season as Chargers #1 running back. Fullback, CJ Ham, they probably won't see too much of him. Wide receiver room, not too great. Obviously, Keenan Allen be way too old and retired by now. But Josh Palmer, 84, Quentin Johnson, 82, KJ Osborne, 82. These are going to be the 3 main guys you have to worry about. But they're not too bad, they're not too good either. They're the average wide receivers, not horrific, but not amazing. Tight end room, Gerald Everett still the #1, but I'd imagine we'll probably see more of Eppard considering he's much younger and only just a little bit worse. So even though Everett leads the depth chart, we'll probably see more of Eppard. Offensive line, Rashawn Slater is still there, 27-89, one of the best left tackles in the league. Left guard, Owen Davidson, 21 years old, 76, rookie, not bad at all. Centre, Luke Wypler, 25-69, so a bit of a weak spot there at centre. Zion Johnson, right guard, 81 overall and 26. And then Kevin Brown, another offensive line rookie, 22 years old, 72 rated. So their offensive line's a bit bad outside of Johnson and Slater. Hopefully our defense can exploit that, considering our sort of goal today is to beat the Chargers and record 2+ sacks, so that's looking pretty positive. Let's look at their defense. Left defensive end, 29 years old, 71 rated, Jabari Zuniga, not that great. And across from him, AJ Epeneza, 27 years old, 75 rated. And then the defensive tackle, 23 years old, Zach Bowden, 79 rated. So the defensive line, not that good. Maybe not have to worry about that too much. Still got Joey B. What an amazing linebacker he is. Still got the X factor, unstoppable force. Look for him to disrupt us today. Middle linebacker, Diane Henley, 78 rated. Not that great. And they do have another X factor pass rusher in Caleb Craig, 22 years old, 81. So they've got Bosa on one side and Craig on the other. That could be a bit dangerous for us. Quarterback room, led by Asante Samuel Jr. He is 86 rated. Then there's a bit of a drop off. JC Jackson corner 2, 80, and then Johnny Mann corner 3, 76. That's not that great, to be honest. Safety room, John Johnson III, 79. And Derwin James is still there, probably the best safety in the league. Overall, I think we do have the upper hand against them. Hopefully we can record their sacks and get our goal. Let's get into it. Well, let's get into it then. The Los Angeles Derby, the California Clash, and already Wiggins has a gaping hole up the middle. First play of this derby, Wiggins gashes them for 23 yards. If this is how the game's gonna go, I am not gonna complain, as we are already nearly at halfway line due to that monster run by Wiggins, who gets another big gap. Go on, Wiggins. I love him. I just absolutely love this guy. He's going to hopefully be an X Factor by the end of this year. Should be running back of the year, so he's in the MVP race. I'm looking forward to seeing what his final numbers are going to be come the end of the year. Going to be well over 1,000, hopefully near 20 touchdowns. The guy's a monster. Speaking of award winners, Devin Hopkins, he's playing well enough. He's going to be in for a shout for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Still yet to be intercepted. That would be fantastic if we can get through this game without an interception. Just could do with his yards. And why do I even talk? Commentator Curse talk about interceptions, saying how he hasn't had one yet, and then literally the next play throws it right into the arms of a Chargers defender, and the Chargers get the ball now. So the goal is today we need to get 2 sacks at least and beat the Chargers. That would be nice. We've had quite a few sacks this year already, so if we can continue that trend and actually get Justin Herbert on his back a couple of times, I'm not going to be complaining about that. As they are looking at a 3rd and 3. Can our defense bail out the offense? Can we get a 3 and out for the Chargers here on their opening drive in this derby? Handoff to Ekeler, who is able to get through a massive hole and ensure that the Chargers do not go 3 and out. So containing them to no points here on this drive is the next best goal, and that's a good pass breakup to put Chargers 2nd and 10. So there's an extra superstar in the middle there. Remember that Tavon Horn guy, the 400 pounder that we drafted in last year's draft? He comes out as a superstar, which is fantastic. So we now have a new superstar defensive tackle. So look at that. We've got 3 superstars there and the X Factor. It's going to be pretty good. Hopefully it can help us overcome this Chargers team. And it's going to set us up very nicely for the future. We are a young team full of playmakers, as they give the ball to Ekeler, who was breathing hard there. Shame we couldn't get a fumble. 3rd and 7. Can we hold them to a field goal here? At least that, coming off that turnover, it won't be too bad if we can just get them to a field goal as Herbert runs. We're able to contain him to 4th and 1. Now, big question, are Chargers going to go for it at the 2? They should do. It makes sense, but no, they are going to take the 3 points. Right, Cohen Hopkins just brushed it off. Don't worry about that interception. You were playing awesomely beforehand. Don't need to worry about it. 2-yard gain on his first throw. That's fine. Just build up his confidence again with nice little throws. Watkins with a nice little grab there. Again, like I said, like in his last episode, Hardman and Watkins are both playing in contract years. One of them needs to impress me. I'm not going to sign both, because they're both after quite a bit of money. So one of them is going to have to stand out. Obviously, Waddle's our number 1. We're looking to draft a wide receiver in this year's draft in the 1st round. So who's going to be that number 3? As a nice diving effort there by Quez. Unable to make the grab though. 2nd and 10. We are just inside the Chargers' half. Get a bit of a play fake. Hopkins going deep downfield. Unlucky with the accuracy. Seems to be going to Quez quite a bit. He must feel safer going with Quez over Hardman, but we will see how that pans out toward the end of the year. Hopkins runs with the ball. Slides down 4th and 6. Punt the ball away. Chargers with the ball back now. Hand off to Eckler, who's able to get a nice gap and a first down with a nice run there. Come on, we got to stop giving old man Eckler the ball like that, giving him good space. As we let him have another good run for 9 yards on first down. Our run D proving to be pretty bad as we get a flag there. We give the Chargers a free first down and their drive will continue. Quick little dump off there for 6 yards by Justin Herbert to KJ Osborne. They got the fullback in and it's going to be a run. Can we get a stop? We can get a tackle for loss there on Austin Eckler, pushing him back just by 1 yard. 3rd and 5. Let's get a stop here, boys. Let's get off the field. Herbert is running around, throws the ball and somehow makes... He isn't a... Oh, come on. We've got to be doing better than that. So I wasn't... good thing I'm always recording. Yeah, I was just sitting back, annoyed that Trevor Morig let Joshua Palmer brush him off that easily. We get a touchdown on a kickoff return. Beautiful. Well, after that quick clap back, we doesn't look too shabby now, only down by 3 points when we were looking horrendously down bad with 10 as Pat Baker goes down injured. But yeah, I was just chilling, sitting back, annoyed about that touchdown that Chargers had, only for us to instantly clap back with a kickoff return. 3rd and 1. Can our big boys get a big stop? It would be very nice to get off the field straight away. Hand off to Eckler. Oh, that looked very, very close. But obviously he was being judged to just get over the first down mark. That's okay. I've got a feeling we're going to hold them this drive. I reckon we're going to be getting 0 points. I should just stop talking, shouldn't I? Really, as our run defense is just proving the last couple of games really, really struggling. Even though we've got a 406-pound defensive tackle, teams are just running on us at will. Herbert drops back and gets a nice easy completion to KJ Osborne. I thought that was Oddswon, Johnson. 1st and 10. Chargers rolling down the field with ease. What can you expect though when you've got Justin Herbert as your quarterback, one of the best in the league? They're going to make it look easy on you at times, which they are doing at this time. As the clock runs down, we're approaching the end of the first quarter. Can we record a sack? No, it does count as a sack. Fair enough. Didn't think I thought he got to the line of scrimmage. He obviously didn't. 3rd and 10. Come on, let's get off the field here. Do not let them convert. Hand off to Eckler, who did have a blocker but was unable to get the first down, but got a solid 9 yards as they attempt the field goal. The field goal was missed, giving us a good starting position on our own 43-yard line. As we hand off the ball to Wiggins, who powers forward for 5 yards on first down. Selvey is now in the game, so it should be a pass. It is indeed. With a heave from Hopkins, tries to find Hardman, unable to get the completion there in the one-on-one matchup. 3rd and 5. Let's not spoil this good field position that we had, which is he holds on to the ball though. Does old Waddle, number 1 wide receiver, coming in clutch there. Let's get some points. I'll take 3 for a nice tied game as Wiggins gets picked up and destroyed there by Joey B. 2nd and 11. What can we do after that disappointing first run? We can hand the ball off to Quez, who only gets 3 yards. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Let's not waste this. Let's try and get this pick up, and we can indeed. Oh, come on, Hardman. Quez is definitely looking like he's going to be getting a contract at the minute. A fantastic punt ensures that Chargers are starting on their 4-yard line. Let's just hope we don't let them convert easily. As Eckler gets forward for a nice 6 yards, he is having a day so far. 11 carries, 71 yards. We are not doing much to stop him currently. 3rd and 1 after that. We just can't seem to stop Eckler, and I would like to get off the field here and not let them get the first down when they started on their own 4-yard line, which is what we're able to do. Fantastic tackle there by Manny Johns, our right outside linebacker, which we drafted this year. 4th and 2. We start on our own 46-yard line. The last couple of drives have been a bit disappointing. However, that is a very good start. Jalen Waddle with a fantastic pickup there. After that Jalen Waddle pass, we are now on their 30-yard line. Hand off to Wiggins, who gets a nice stiff arm, gets past the defender for a good 6-yard pickup, averaging just under 10 yards a carry. That's obviously not going to stand the whole game. He's not going to get under 10 yards for the whole game, but I will take that. As he gets involved in the passing game, you don't see him get too many balls from the backfield like that, but we will take that. He's not really a receiving back, but for plays like that, we're definitely not going to complain. As Selvey gets the ball, tried a little spin move there, but gets contained. Good change of pace back, most definitely. He's far quicker than Wiggins, but Wiggins is the main guy. Tries to stiff arm, unable to get it, but we are 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. This is prime Wiggins country. Hand the ball off to him, get a touchdown. It's a toss play and no one near him. Wiggins with a touchdown. So we lead the Chargers 14-10. Are they going to be able to get any points back? But that is a big tackle for loss on the first play by Tavon Horn. We finally stop Eckler for the first time this game. What are they going to draw up on 2nd and very long? Another handoff to Eckler, who is able to gain the yards back and a lot more. He is up to 90 yards on the ground already. He is certainly enjoying playing against us. We haven't seen much of Herbert last couple of drives throwing. They don't need to with Eckler, but that's another TFL as Trevor Moehrig does some press-ups after tackling him for loss. Can we not repeat what happened though? Tackle Eckler for loss and give him all the yards back, which is exactly what we're going to do. 3rd and 3 as Eckler is just under 100 yards rushing and we're in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 3. What are they going to do? Hand off to Eckler again, and we are unable to stop him. It's quite disheartening just watching someone rush for over 100 yards in the first half against your what was supposedly meant to be a good D. Eckler's fatigued hard. They give the ball back to him for a yard. I imagine he'll be substituted out there now though. Yes, he is. Which means this should be a pass. But we will see. I've not been very right on these calls, but it is this time. Unable to hold on to the ball. Stops the clock. 3rd and 9. Can we get the ball back here? Give us some time to try and score before the end of the first half, and they hand the ball off to Eckler. We get the ball back. 2-minute warning. 1 minute 52 to go. All 3 timeouts. If we're smart, we can get the 3 points here. Screen pass to Wiggins. He has a couple of blockers in front of him. We get the first down and he steps out of bounds to stop the clock. You love to see it. Getting Wiggins involved in the run game will only help his MVP credentials come the end of the year if he can get some good receiving stats. As Hopkins tries to go downfield, unable to get the completion. I don't believe Cousins has a catch on this during this first half yet. That'd be something I would like to change, but Waddle again coming up big time with the catch. At the Chargers 38-yard line, still got all 3 timeouts, over a minute to go. We are chilling at the minute, no need to worry. as we stop the clock again with Waddle. Up to 86 yards on 5 catches. He is still definitely on his way to getting back his superstar as well. He's having a very good season. At least yardage wise, could maybe do with a couple more touchdowns. But hey, look, if he can get to like 1,300 yards on the season and like, 7 touchdowns, I'm not going to complain. The yards will definitely help out as we stall out and attempt a field goal. And they're also going to get a touchdown return. 2 in 1 game. Fair enough. And we're just going to immediately have one back. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Back-to-back touchdown kickoff returns. I don't know what to say. This is incredible. This is 3 in 1 game. I'm going to have to look up to see if we've broken any records with that. So I was annoyed that we were giving up a 7-point lead going into the half, only for us to then just immediately get back and have another touchdown return as we get our first sack of the game against Herbert. With no timeouts being called, we are going into the second half. So the Chargers start with the ball in the second half, hand off to Ekeler, and he continues as he started with a long run there on first down. Give the ball back to Ekeler. I don't blame them. He is having a good game against us. A great game, I'd say. Lacking a touchdown, but he's having a good amount of yards. As they are, Herbert hasn't really thrown the ball much lately. I don't know why. He started off quite well against us, but obviously preferring to go with Ekeler considering how well he's playing. A nice little lobbed pass there by Herbert to continue moving the chains forward to KJ Osborne. As after a couple of plays, they are already in our territory. Back to Ekeler. We're able to contain him just a little bit this time, only for 2 yards. It would be nice to get another sack on Justin Herbert though. If we can record one this drive, that would be fantastic. Instead, he's just going to get a pretty open receiver in Joshua Palmer, looking for touchdown number 2, but we were able to stop him on the 9-yard line as they are now 1st and goal. Toss play to number 11, I don't know who that is. C. Chambers, must be their backup running back. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line, handoff to Ekeler, who's able to get swallowed up a little bit, only for a gain of a yard there. Can we hold the Chargers to 3? I would like that. I don't want them to tie the ball game up to us. Ekeler with the ball, unable to push forward. Are they going to go for it on the 3rd-yard line? They are not. They're going for a field goal. So the most kickoff returns in a game is 3, but we are just about to break that record with the 4th kickoff return. Oscar Willis also breaks the record. There have been the record is 2. Oscar Willis has just broken that with 3, and then game wise the record is 3 and we've broken that with 4 in a game. This is absolutely incredible. 2 NFL records broken in this Los Angeles derby. Well, with 2 NFL records being broken, what else can happen in this game as we have an 11-point lead against the Chargers? Herbert is now in his X Factor. I imagine we need to sack him to get him out of that, so let's try get Swanson involved. As that is an easy drop there. 3rd and 4. Can we get them off the field here? Let's go 3 and out, please, boys. Herbert is scrambling and makes an insane completion like he had earlier on. That's a little bit annoying. Oh well. Moving on. We'll stop him here during this down. Chambers gets the ball and is only able to get 1 yard. I imagine if that was Eckler, it probably would have been a lot worse. Let's get some pressure at Herbert. Let's get him uneasy as he runs around a bit and again makes another hard throw, but gets a completion there to Austin Eckler. They're looking at another 3rd down. Come on, where's Josh Swanson? Get in there, son. You're an X Factor. Start playing like it. Wide open player. Gerald Everett completes for a new, fresh set of downs for this Chargers team. Drop backs a little bit for Herbert. And he's able to make a good completion to Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler may be old, but he is having a very, very good game. Up to about nearly 170 yards in total on the game. We are unable to do anything about him, to be honest. When he's in the backfield, he's getting a lot of good holes. When he's catching the ball, he's getting some good yards after the catch. He is having a MVP day. If people had him on their fantasy teams, they'd be loving life, but he is injured. That is the only way we've been able to stop him. I wonder if we'll see him back in the game at some point. Getting Herbert out of this X Factor, we really need him to get him out of the zone. But he's 15 of 20, 193 yards and a touchdown. Doesn't look to be slowing down at any point soon, as the Chargers continue to drive down the field. A rare incompletion there by Justin Herbert. 3rd and 1. We need a big stop here, boys. Let's hold them to 3. Swanson with a brilliant TFL. Loses 2 yards for the Chargers, and they're going to be going for it. This is massive. A stop here would enhance our chances of winning the game. It's a toss, and we are unable to stop him. That is a shame. Chambers converts, and the Chargers keep their drive going. Swanson is in the zone though. We can get him to break off his defender and get to Herbert. That would be great, but he dropped back in coverage a little bit there. Chambers is beginning to find his groove just a little bit. Another handoff to Chambers, just picking up where Eckler left off. Chargers are down to the 2-yard line. Eckler is still out though. That should help, hopefully. Toss play to Chambers. Swanson is there to make another tackle for loss, pushing them back 5 yards. Chambers is now gassed. Swanson is back in the zone. Giving it back to Chambers, only able to get forward for 1 yard. 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line for the Chargers. What can we do? Can we get to Herbert? No, he's able to get a touchdown to the big tight end, Gerald Everett. They are going for 2 to try and make it a 3-point game. Hand off to Chambers, and we can stop him, but Potter does get injured. We are 5 points clear then. A field goal here would put us 8 points clear, which would be a bit of a safety net. We are now in the 4th quarter. Can we control a bit of clock here? Bit of play action. And Cousins with his first catch of the day gives us a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 at our 40-yard line. Hopkins with a very nice throw there to Mecole Hardman. No touchdowns on the game. It would be nice to get a passing touchdown to try and offset that interception a little bit. But if not, that's fine, as Wiggins trucks the guy. Just a shame there was someone else there to bring him down, but he is a powerhouse in the backfield. Gaining 4 yards on that 1st down. Hopkins drops back to throw and unable to, don't know who that was, but a diving catch nearly got him. 3rd and 6 now then. Can we convert? Just out of the reach of Jalen Waddle. 4th and 6, punting the ball. Josh Watson still in the zone, Herbert still in the zone, and Ekeler isn't in the backfield, so we might not see him for the rest of the game, as Chambers is still operating as the lead back now for the Chargers. We still need another sack to get the game day goal. We are on 1, we need 1 more. 3rd and 4. Having 3rd and 4 here, stopping the Chargers here would be fantastically. As we do, he gets picked off, gives us great starting field position. Points here is a must now. We need to get at least 3 points. No turnovers, let's just play safe. Hand the ball off to Wiggins like that. You'll love to see it. And there is a flag I may have missed. Is that a face mask potentially? No, it's going to be a late holding call, which is rather annoying. 1st and 20 now after that holding call. Can we get a lot of that yards back? No, we can get 7 back. That's not too bad. 2nd and 13, just like we had a, like we had a TFL or something. Hopefully we can make up the yards though. Wiggins not really doing much there, just gaining 1 yard. But with no silly plays here, we are going to be getting a field goal at least to put us clear 8 points. Wiggins gets the ball, not really able to do much though. 4th and 9. Can the Chargers respond to us getting points by putting some points back on the table? Good little start, 7 yards, and they lose star left tackle Rashawn Slater, so that is going to help us out big time. Ekeler still not on the field. Chambers is the guy. Unable to pick up the 1st down there though. 3rd and inches. This is going to be huge. A stop here would massively help our chances of winning, and we're unable to as Chambers gets the 1st down. The Chargers drive continues as they start this fresh set of downs on their 41-yard line. Can we get to Herbert? No, we cannot, as they're able to make a nice completion over the halfway line into our half. Quentin Johnston with a nice pick up there. Chambers is breathing heavily. Probably not going to be a run play. It is. Can we get a big hit on him? Try and make him fumble the ball? We are unable to. We drag him forward for 5 yards. At this stage, a field goal probably won't be enough for the Chargers. I mean, they'll take it. We haven't really played well on offense in this 2nd half. But they're not thinking about a field goal. They are thinking about a touchdown as they get another 1st down there with KJ Osborne. Herbert is out of his X factor though, which is definitely going to help us. With the play fake, can we get to him? No, we cannot. 2nd and 7 at our 30-yard line. Come on, let's get some pressure to him for God's sake. As Chambers gets the ball again. He's not been as productive as Ekeler. Maybe just as annoying, but not as productive as they are looking at a 3rd and 6. Can we get to him? No, we cannot, and he is able to convert. So I believe that's Josh Palmer. At the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Josh Palmer, 107 yards off of 4 catches, which is very good production. Herbert starts to run, unable to get too many yards. Only gets 4 yards. As they are now at the 6-yard line. Come on. Another man in motion. What are they cooking up? Hand off to Cole Chambers, who gets forward for 3 yards. And Chris Chambers is now injured. They are down to their 3rd string running back, whoever that is. 3rd and goal. We throw everything at Herbert, but he's able to get a touchdown to Christopher Eppard, their young tight end. Going for 2, they have to try and tie the game up. We need to stop them. Unfortunately, we're unable to, and the 2-point conversion is good. The game is tied. Right, we have to be better this drive. Points have to be scored. Hopkins needs to step up. Wiggins needs to step up a little bit more. What can our rookie QB do? Unfortunately, gets a break up there. 2nd and 10. Can we have a better throw this time? No, it's going to be a handoff to Wiggins, who tries to stiff up the defender. Only able to get forward for 2 yards. And this 3rd and 8 conversion needs to happen. Otherwise, it's not looking pretty for us at all. Hopkins runs about a little bit and throws an interception for his 2nd of the game and the 2nd of his NFL career. And the Chargers start in fantastic field position. Already in field goal range. We're going to need a bit of a miracle here, lads. I mean, that'll help. You know, he didn't have anyone near him. Wasn't under much pressure. And unable to make the catch. 2nd and 10. With the clock stops, that will help us as well. Herbert scrambling about a bit. If he'd have converted that, I would have been very, very annoyed. 3rd and 10. Still no Chambers. Still no Eckler. This is going to be a pass. I'll be very surprised if it's a run. Let's try and do something here, shall we, boys? Can we get to him? That should have been a sack. That is annoying. But 4th and 10 could have been a lot worse. Right, Hopkins, let's have a bit of a better drive this time, shall we? As we open up to Quez Watkins for 3 yards. Are we going to get a playoff before the 2-minute warning? I imagine we probably will. And we do indeed. There we go. Going to Quez yet again as the 2-minute warning flies by. Come on. Field goal has to be made here. Definitely in 4th down territory, wherever we are on the field. Hopkins over the middle to Waddle, who holds on despite a couple of big hits. That's what you want for your number 1 wide receiver. 103 yards. Yet another 100-yard game for him. He is having a very, very good start to the season. Hopkins with all the time in the world. That was very good blocking by our offensive line. Waddle with yet another catch. 2nd and 3 on their 37-yard line. We are walking down the field with ease at the minute, which makes me wonder why couldn't we do this earlier on during the game. We're having a very good drive. Although I should stop talking really because I don't want to curse us. McCole Hardman with a nice catch there. Clock is ticking. We've still got all 3 timeouts. We do not need to worry on 2nd and 1. Waddle with the hold on the spot. Another 2 big hits. And we take our first timeout. Down to the 19-yard line. 40 seconds left on 1st and 10. We don't need to worry about it because Watkins can hold on to the ball. We are searching for a touchdown. Hopkins proving that the 2 interceptions we didn't need to worry about. And there is our big tight end, Cousins. The X Factor tight end coming in with a clutch catch. We take a potential 4-point lead. Come on, Jake the Snake. Jake Elliott doesn't miss. That is beautiful. Justin Herbert and the Chargers have 30 seconds and 3 timeouts to score a touchdown. And that's what we love to see. Panicked, quick throw, unable to find anyone. 2nd and 10. Come on, Herbert. What can you do? You can do that. Force use a timeout. They have 2 left. 23 seconds left. A field goal, no good. Has to be a touchdown. And that should have been a sack. That is annoying. But at least there's no completion there. Still no Eckler. Still no Chambers. Although they aren't going to be running the ball at all. They're all going to be throws this drive. You know that for a fact. As they are made it into our half. 1 timeout remaining. 14 seconds left. And that is beautiful. This is effectively their last play. They might have one more afterwards, but as long as we can contain them, we are going to be good. Keep them in bounds, and that is game over. We win the Battle of Los Angeles. We win the California Clash. Unlucky Los Angeles Chargers. We are the best team in Los Angeles. Quick look at the stats. Not really that great from us, to be honest. Hopkins 238 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, Wiggins 71 yards and a touchdown. Not incredible, but pretty good, keeping his very good start to the season going. Same as Waddle, 116 yards, no touchdowns, but the yards are very, very good. Watkins 6 for 50, Cousins 17 yards and a touchdown. Hardman and Watkins, Hardman needs to do a little bit more if he wants to get a new contract. Defensive wise, quite a few TFLs. Tavon Horn with 2, Potter with 2, Swanson with 2, Johns with 1 and Morrig with 1. Sacks wise, 1 from Horn, 1 from Potter, and the interception from Jordan Fuller. Right, that is the end of this episode. We win the Clash in California. We set NFL, 2 new NFL records. You love to fucking see it. Goodbye.